Hey everybody, Sharpen Your Shutter members who are in the business coaching classes, Business Basics. This is your very first course. This is where we are going to start. And oh my goodness, I am so excited about what we're going to do here in this tier of Sharpen Your Shutter. It has taken the longest for us to get these going because it is definitely going to be the most in-depth. So we are definitely going to a deeper level of what taking photography to the next level in terms of business is going to mean for you, your life, and your family. So I am really, really excited. I hope that you'll forgive my delay in getting these to you, but we have so much that we have to figure out how to organize this so that it makes sense to help you walk through each step. So the back end of figuring out how these are going to roll out has taken us some time and being thoughtful about, how did we build our businesses and how have they grown and what have we had to do to make them successful. So we are going to take all that we have learned and really put it into target-based action steps that will help guide you wherever you might want to take this. So let's get into it right now. Who is meant for business classes? Well, first off, you don't have to be a Sharpen Your Shutter member and to be in business classes. Obviously, you guys are paying a premium for this. It is going to be for anybody who wants to actually create a business from their photography. If you want to make money from your photography, this is going to be the tier that you want to have. There are going to be special classes for you that the other members don't have access to. We would ask that you keep these classes to yourself because you're paying for them, and we want this to be a tight community within our community. If you're prepared for hard work, let me just tell you straight off the bat, it is a hustle. It is absolutely a hustle. We have worked harder than we've ever worked in our entire lives to create these groups of businesses. But, it's also been the most rewarding. It has given Keith and I a chance to sit on our back deck on a Tuesday afternoon in the sun and just enjoying each other's company and talking. The boundary to that is it can consume your life. And so you have to have boundaries within it for your marriages, for your families, whatever that might be, just for your mental health. So it will take a lot of work, but it'll absolutely be worth it. And then anybody who if you want to just fund your photography, that's great. If you want to fund your next big trip, that's great too. If you want to fund or help supplement your family's income, we can get you there. I feel confident that we can. But again, let me go back to it is going to take a lot of hard work, but we're here to help you. And we are going to move right in. So welcome to this first class. The first class is basically just your introduction. It's kind of what to expect. So the first thing you're going to expect is this is a mentorship community. So we're going to act as your business coach mentors. In doing that, we're going to also have business-focused calls that will be for the business members only. So this will be separate and apart from the calls that we do for the critique. The critique is always going to be kind of that third week of the month on a Tuesday or a Thursday. My goal for the business classes is that we space it out and we possibly do it in the first or second week of the month, and that will just be an email that comes to you, the business members. This business classes are always going to be smaller. We're always going to have fewer members there. I want it to stay that way. I'm not interested in having 50 of you. We just need to kind of keep it small so that we can make sure that everybody's getting the attention and the help they're needing to succeed with their businesses. Again, I had mentioned this before. The advice that we give you in these courses is certainly not the be-all, end-all. I'm sure there's other people who have done it bigger and better than we have, but we have done it, and we've spent the last 5 years really perfecting how we do things, figuring out what works and what doesn't, figuring out markets, figuring out how to do print sales. And so even if we have not done something, we're going to do the research for you to help figure out how to do it. We're going to try to help you do it, and we'll do it together. think one of the biggest things anytime you're going to bite off a big chunk is accountability. Accountability partnerships, accountability for goals. Those are all invaluable. And that's going to be something that we do for you is we're going to set targets for you. We want to hear what you are planning to do each week to move your business forward, because without accountability, life will get busy or things will get in the way, and it's just not going to happen. The other thing that we have found is deeply, deeply helpful is somebody to give us a bird's eye view of our businesses, somebody to come in from the outside who can take a big look at the picture of what we're growing with and then help give us suggestions or guide us. And that's what we want to do for you, is give you an outside perspective. From the start, we'll look at your market. What do we think your market can actually sustain with what you are around? What's in your heart that you want to build? How can we make that happen? And then giving some outside feedback as to what we've seen and the experiences that we've had. And then finally, Keith and I and then your fellow business members are going to be your support system. So when you're running into a trouble, whether it's setting up your website or you're having a hard time getting sales, we're going to help you with that. So guys, I am so very, very excited about getting going. Let's dive into the avenues of business. The first thing is going to be choosing your method of business. Now, obviously, Keith and I are kind of well-versed in tours and workshops. That is where we have seen the bulk of our business come in. Education in photography is really the last big, beautiful frontier of making money in photography. We are going to look at art shows, print sales, and galleries. There's still opportunities to make money, but in the same way you hustle with tours and workshops, you're going to have to hustle with your print sales. And so that being said, I really want to recommend that you pick one or the other. And maybe you even have another idea. You've got another method in which you want to do. We would love to hear about that and help you with whatever it is that you're trying to do. But the way that we kind of see it, tours and workshops or print sales is really the two main keys. So we're going to build classes off of both of these things to help you move forward. How you're going to work through these classes: one, you're going to kind of choose the avenue or the direction that your heart is moving in terms of what you want to focus on. We'll assess the strength for your market and assess the strength of your plan. And then we are going to go ahead and just help you get started. So that might be helping you create your website, talking about your branding, talking about having a strong brand, and then guiding you through what it's going to take to get you to where you want to go. Setting goals will be really, really important, and we're going to try to help you stay on track with achieving those goals. Because mostly the business coaching is just going to be about setting your goals, helping you achieve them, and seeing you grow. And I am so very, very excited about this. I'm excited to have you guys in here. I want to see you achieve your dreams. I want to see you being able to help support your family with further income and really finding a whole nother level of your photography. But just kind of in closing, I just want to kind of say this, with moving into the business, and this is just from my heart, the business of photography has always threatened my love of photography. It's something I struggle with on a daily basis, and so I want to warn you that on the outset. The photography that flows from your inspiration and from your heart is going to always be your best work. So you need to make sure that you are guarding your creativity, you're guarding your inspiration, and you're guarding your time with your family and your time for yourself. Those need to be your priorities, and so we'll talk about having clear set priorities in the beginning of this, but I am so looking forward. I welcome your questions. Send them to me by email, and I will get straight back to you. Can't wait to help you guys grow.